even take it personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal when people disappoint you. Don't take it personal when people try to drag you and run your name. Don't take it personal when people do things that you just look at as very weird, because honestly, if we being honest, I think a lot of people are weird. A lot of people are weird, especially in this 2025 year. A lot of weird stuff have been going on, whether it's personally in your life, in politics, wherever you look at, the people have been acting really weird. But let's VIP family, can I just say I love y'all real bad? Okay? Real bad. Thank you so much for the love and support that y'all have been giving thus far. But as y'all know, we are on a journey of hitting our first 100 subscribers on this channel. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. The more likes we get, the more this video is shared with others so they too can be encouraged throughout their healing journey. I love y'all and appreciate all the support. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Hey VIP family, and welcome back to another episode. And y'all, I'm gonna make this real quick, okay? I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. That's it. That's all. No, but for real, honestly, I just kind of wanted to jump in really quickly. This week is just crazy busy as we're leading into Easter weekend. And y'all know, if you are in church, this is the Super Bowl weekend, okay? Everybody, they grandmama, they son, they daughter, the cousins, the aunties, the uncles, everybody gonna be in church this weekend. Or at least watching online, because that's just the time that we're in right now. Everybody kind of watches online as well. So this week has just been crazy busy. But honestly, I just wanted to kind of tap in, of course, because I love y'all and we on this healing journey together. And honestly, something that kind of hit me this week is that I should have cussed them people out. I should have cussed them people out. And I say this because the old me was a certified crash out, okay? But in this season of my life, as I'm on this healing journey, man, have I found the peace in sometimes just not responding. People feel it so much deeper when you don't even respond, when you don't stoop down to their level. They be like, what's wrong with her? Or what's wrong with him? Did he not hear what I said? Did he not seen what I did? Like, yeah, I saw it. But I don't even want to respond to it because it's not even worth my time. And in this season, I want you to know that it's not even worth your time. Okay? I remember in the beginning, and y'all know, I'm always talking about me because I know y'all are saints. We're going to talk about me. Okay? In the beginning of my healing journey, I'm not even going to lie. A part of my isolation was because people just continuously kept disappointing me. And then I realized, Des, you're holding them to an expectation that they can't even meet for themselves. How can they even meet it for you? And it made me realize that, honestly, girl, don't even take it personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal when people disappoint you. Don't take it personal when people try to drag you and run your name. Don't take it personal when people do things that you just look at as very weird, because honestly, if we being honest, I think a lot of people are weird. A lot of people are weird, especially in this 2025 year. A lot of weird stuff have been going on, whether it's personally in your life, in politics, wherever you look at, the people have been acting really weird. But let this be the reminder to not give it any energy at all. Let it just roll off of your shoulders. Let them. In this season, I want you to let people be. Let people be weird where they're at, and don't take things personal. Okay? Be so unbothered. And mind you, I know it's easier said than done, because sometimes people really just be trying it. People really do be trying it. I kid you not, baby. But we're going to take the high road, because what I've learned is that every time that I've taken the high road, it makes people feel even worse that they even tried it. May not be in that very moment, but eventually they'd be like, dang, I should never even tried her like that. And I've had people come back to me, whether it be months later or even years later, and apologize about things that I completely even forgot about. Because one thing that I'm definitely doing in this season is revoking access. We revoking access. There's a lot of people who are mad at you because they don't have the same access to you anymore. And especially going through a grieving season, you start to realize a lot of things differently. You perceive things so differently. And by me removing access from people who once had access to me, they realize that I no longer will entertain their foolishness. So it's either A, you get it together, or B, you just leave me alone. Those are the options that we're giving people in this season, okay? As you are going through your healing, as you are attracting more positivity in your life, more peace, more abundance, more blessings, there are just people who just do not deserve access to you, okay? They just don't deserve it. They didn't even deserve it from the beginning, but now they really don't deserve it. And it's okay. Not everybody can come at you. And that's one of the biggest things about healing, is that sometimes we want to heal and still surround ourselves in old environments that we once were in. But honestly, babe, you're a completely different person. And it's okay to accept that. It is okay to accept that you are just not the same person that you once was. Move on, keep growing, keep developing, keep being the greatest version of you, because you deserve it. And as you continue to develop into this greatness, develop into the person that you were destined to be, you will begin to attract the people who are supposed to be in your life. You will begin to attract the environments that you were destined to be in. Opportunities will begin to present itself in a way like never before. Do you hear me? So, going through the beginning stages of grief, of healing, of loss, you know, it can very much feel like you are isolated, you're by yourself all the time, you're not understanding why certain relationships are just not connecting once like they once were. You know, especially, I want you to be reminded, especially since we're going into this Easter weekend, if they betrayed Jesus, what makes you the exception? What makes you the exception, babe? They betrayed Jesus. Jesus. And you think they not about to betray you? Come on now. But it's a matter of how you respond to that betrayal. is what allows you to continue to cultivate peace in a season where it just feels like all chaos is breaking loose. So I know it's tough. Trust me, again, easier said than done sometimes. Somebody cuts you off in traffic and you ready to ram your car inside their bumper. But babe, slow down. Take a second, breathe. Because those few seconds of revenge can last you some months or even years in jail. Okay? And I don't want that for my VIP family, okay? We are on the road to being bigger, to being better in this season. Keep working at it. Keep giving yourself a second. You know, sometimes it's okay to even just walk away. Be like, you know what? I don't even have the space to respond to you right now. So I'm going to just go ahead and walk away. Or I need to take a second to process. Nobody can control you unless you give them the remote to control you. And every time you start flying off with a temper, flying off with anger, you're giving somebody the remote control to control you. Take that control back. Okay? Do what you need to do so you don't go to jail. And I'm saying this to y'all while saying it to me. Okay? Don't take the things personal. Let it roll off of your shoulders. Approach people with a smile. Listen, this smile, this ain't no gimmick. This ain't fake. I smile like this 24/7. Even when I ain't feeling like it. Even when I'm pissed off, I still be smiling. Ask anybody who is around me like on a regular basis. They're like, Des is always smiling. Because I realized that when I'm acting out of anger or lack of patience, I'm giving other people the control over my life. And in this season, I control my destiny. And I refuse to let anybody else take control over me, okay? And one of the biggest things that I also wanted to address is that you can't force people to change either. Nothing you say, nothing you do will force somebody to change. They have to change because that's what they want to do. Sometimes it's okay to just love people from a distance. This goes for friends and family. Okay? I don't care if our blood is running through each other's veins. It does not matter to me. You don't have to love me, but you will respect me. And if I feel like you are treating me with a level of disrespect, I have the right to just walk away, to leave you where you at. And when you're ready, of course we can have a conversation. But in this season, I have to stand on my boundaries. And my minimum standard, is for you to have respect for me. And if you can't do that, then there's no room for us to have a relationship. Sorry, not sorry. We are no longer being the nice girl or nice boy. We are being kind. That's it. And I'll definitely go into more detail about the difference between being nice and kind. But just take this as you will, or how you may. Be kind in this season, not nice. You're not a doormat. You're not just going to let people walk over you. You're going to keep your boundaries and keep your standard. You're not going to allow people to control you. You're not going to allow a little bump to allow you to explode. Babe, don't take anything personal. Okay? Continue your destiny. Continue your growth. Continue becoming the greatest version of you, because somebody is waiting on you to become your best self yet. So, one of my biggest, I guess, people that I love to listen to is Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe. If you've never heard of him, please go look him up on YouTube, okay? Right after you listen to this video, go look up Dr. Miles Monroe. He has so many videos that have been circulating for years. Unfortunately, he has passed on and has, left this earth, but his sermons or his speeches are forever timeless. He teaches so much that has helped me throughout my healing journey. And one of the things that he has always talked about is not being shaken. He talked about how the difference between a strong and a weak person is the capability of controlling yourself when everything around you is in chaos. So let this be your reminder that even when chaos is going on around you, you don't have to respond to it. Internally, you can still be at peace, even when everything around you is not. I love y'all. Y'all be great. And I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Bye. Family, let me tell y'all, I was definitely one of those people that used to take so many things personally. Like, if I was probably talking to somebody and they didn't reach out to me for the entire day, taking it as a personal attack. If I had a friend that it looked like they would be on social media, but I know they seen my text message and they didn't respond back to me, I was taking that personally. And then I realized that, for one, the world does not revolve around me. As much as we like to think that, babe, the world doesn't revolve around you. Sorry to break it to you. It does not. But also, too, you really don't know what other people are going through. You don't know how much it may take for somebody to show up for you. And you continue to respond to these disappointments due to the experiences you had before. So, for instance, I'm going to be very honest with y'all. Y'all know my grief story after losing my mom when I turned 19. If you have not watched that video yet, it's the very first video on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. But I no longer have my mom, physically here on earth with me. And my father is still alive, but unfortunately, we don't really have a close relationship. I'm not going to say that he recently has been trying, calling me, checking up on me and stuff like that. But honestly, even after my mom passed away, we just did not have a really close relationship really at all. And of course, I will go into detail maybe sometime later as we continue this healing journey together. But that is a past experience that I have with somebody that I believed should have loved me. And not to say that my father didn't or does not love me, but the relationship just wasn't reflecting unconditional love. It just wasn't. That's just me being frank. And because of those past experiences, it made me look at relationships with others, whether it was with friends, whether it was with romantic relationships, with coworkers, with anybody else that I had to have a relationship with. It made me have a very not so good outlook on relationships with others, because in the back of my mind, I always had the thought that, oh, this person is going to leave. They're just looking for their way out. They're looking for their exit route or whatever. Or, my expectations in people was just very, very low, very bare minimum. Like, we can meet today, we could be cool, kiki, haha. I would think we would be, developing a relationship and then just go ghost a few days or a few weeks later. And it made me realize that, I had the negative perspective of how relationships were because of my past relationships. And I had to heal from that or correct that perspective before proceeding into other relationships with others, because I was going to continuously bring that same hurt into every single relationship that I would go into after that. Again, whether it was platonic or romantically, I was still carrying that hurt. And there's possibly something that happened in your life that you maybe need to sit down and reflect on and be like, why do I have such a negative outlook on relationships? Why do I feel like, my peace or my happiness is reliant on how other people treat me? First, we need to sit down and be able to accept the truths of things that happened in our past and develop a plan of how to move forward in a sense. For me, it's making sure that I set up correct boundaries based off of what I know triggers me. I know something for me is that I don't like to feel like I'm being rushed or that I'm a last minute thought in somebody's life. If you hit me up last minute with plans, baby, I more than likely I will not be in attendance because I just don't like last minute stuff. It makes me feel on edge. It makes me feel like I wasn't even a forethought. It makes me feel like I wasn't somebody that you even cared to be there or not be there. So I don't try to put myself in situations where I have to do things last minute, you know? And that is just a boundary for me. It's, if you want me to take part in something, let me know ahead of time. So one, I can make sure my schedule is clear. And two, that I can properly manage my own personal emotions before accepting the engagement. Because in all honesty, your girly also kind of deals with anxiety, social anxiety through the roof. We're working on it. We're again, healing journey together. But yeah, so that's just something that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. And I hope it just helps somebody who may be going through something similar, because we're all on this journey together and it's never going to look perfect. Some things are going to be working better than other areas in our life, but that's okay. As long as you just keep going and don't ever give up on you. I love y'all.